EA Sports. It's in the game. This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Giants.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
And a rushing title's definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it, and he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with a first down.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And some room to work. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle with Barkley.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
That's now 3 straight plays of over 15 yards and 3 straight first downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard.
And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Back to throw.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw again.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab as they have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
the timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man right side is Tony.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to move back in front. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a first down. A first down carry for Barkley.
Oh, look at the juke.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for 2nd place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits 1 behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Kenny Galladay.
His 11th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been unstoppable in this first half. 4 touchdown passes on the ledger already. Closing in on the all-time record in the first half, by the way, which is 6 touchdown passes as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York.
Kenny Galladay.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been utterly remarkable in this first half. 5 touchdown passes already. This could be a record-breaking performance as he'll start again on first down.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants.
Kadarius Toney
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff.
69 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants.
Kenny Galladay
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Giants extend their lead yet again.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
New York set to take the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll go to Barkley again. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes.
148 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Giants,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
and they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Vikings,